Welcome back to another episode of Cham'Pain with Cavanagh. Today, I've got one of the most exciting personalities from social media. His name's Samuel Taylor, and we're going to get straight into his ups, his downs, his lefts and his rights, his rise, his craft, and the things that make him SamTay. Sam, thanks for being here.
No worries. Nice one, Craig.
Thanks for joining me and having a little bevy.
I know.
We've literally spoke a few times.
Only a few, like.
Yeah, and a few, and I feel like I already half know you already.
Yeah.
But, so let's go back to the start. Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Nottingham.
Nottingham?
Said this before, yeah, on another podcast.
Nottingham?
I was born in Nottingham, yeah. Moved here when I was 3.
Three.
So it was only a bad.
I mean, you're adopted Scouser. You've got the accent.
I'm an accepted
and all
Scouser, they say. So I appreciate everyone who said that last time.
Yeah, no. What was little Sam like? Little Sam like growing up? What was it like?
Proper bastard.
Bad
Yeah,
behaved.
bad. My mum always used to say that I was a cute kid, still am. No, I was a cute kid, so my mum just used to, I used to get away with murder. I was a little shit, like, you can imagine it, like, I just used to run around swearing.
Mummy's
that
boy.
was me, yeah.
Mummy's boy, though, yeah.
Yeah, I was a mummy's boy, like, so.
So when you moved up here, where did you just move to?
We moved to Maghull.
Maghull.
Yeah, do you know where that is?
I do know where that is. See, I'm originally County Road, but we moved to Mellon when I was about 13.
Yeah, it's not far from Maghull,
yeah.
Did you go to Maghull?
I went to Maghull, yeah.
Madness, that.
Did you?
I went to Days, me.
Days. My little brother went there, but yeah, no, I couldn't get into Days because I was that badly behaved. They wouldn't let me.
Was you bad?
I was really bad, yeah.
Must be something to do with us, like.
It's just something to do with the creative types.
Yeah, that is. You can't concentrate in school, can you?
No,
so
that was the thing. That was honestly the thing with me. I always said, like, the way they take kids out of like school now and they put them into college to do something that they really excel at and then do the basics.
I love that.
There was nothing like that when I was there.
No, was the fuck.
No.
You had all your main core subjects that you were forced to do.
And they absolutely
I used to always think that with schools, they need to sort that out because I feel like kids like I was in my school, like I hated some subjects and I thought, what's the point in keeping me a lesson that I won't even care about or want to do in future? Go and put me into something that I really enjoy doing, like PE. Do you know what I mean? Or art or business.
Were you creative?
Yeah,
creative back then as well?
Always. They were my favourite subjects. I don't mind maths, like, but I was fucking bottom chef of maths.
Bottom chef.
Shite.
I'm not really. Yeah, I'm good. I can work a calculator, but I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not
alright as long as I've got my phone. Like.
I think my head works that quickly. I just can't concentrate.
Yeah. I had that in tests and stuff. I was shit because like I was too focused on everything else that was going off. You've got like 100 kids in a hall, haven't you? So I was more asked about what everyone else was doing. So I never ended up doing. I ended up being
the class clown.
Yeah,
like,
that was
most
awful,
of the time.
Like.
Yeah, but so if you had to sum yourself up in one of your own skits, what character would you be?
I've got so many characters and I can't remember most of them. I don't know because I've got quite a few, haven't I? So, but I think my favourite one that I feel like I think the kid ones are. I'd say Little Billy.
The little kid one's hysterical.
I think that came about from because when I first started doing that came about from me trying to like think about because obviously when I do the Scouse dad, it's obviously a lot more put on than my accent now, obviously. And then the little kid. No, it is. They're going like that. No one speaks like that in a. But then the little kid, I was thinking I need to make him high pitched because obviously I've got a fucking beard and tattoos. So I ended up coming up with the high pitch and the lisp.
That was hysterical. So what app is that you use for the baby's face?
Snapchat.
Is it Snapchat? Yeah. I've been meaning to ask you every time I see you.
You've got to go basic with it. People don't care. Like my gender reveal video, everyone was like, where are all them filters on? They're just Snapchat.
The gender reveal was probably one of my favourites.
That was like a 15-minute video. It took me fucking 15 minutes and it's like one of my most viewed videos as well. That's a new one, that to be fair. Like
funny though, because they're so relatable in a way.
That's what I try and go for. To excel.
Even though you've just said then like you put the voice in that on, like that voice is so relatable to what like even when like I'm from Liverpool, but when I take the recite I don't like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You do go into like a weird
do that, don't you? So.
But you were always the funny one growing up. Like did you or did comedy hit you later on?
Nah, I was always like a bit of a clown like when I was in school. I've always been quite funny, but like more like I didn't do stuff to make people laugh on purpose. I was just an idiot. And like I just fucked about and I just became naturally funny. My mates will tell you like, I'm just that guy.
I'm just a legend.
I'm just that guy.
Here we go.
I've always been like quite of I like making people laugh.
Mhm.
It brings more laughter and joy to myself when someone else is laughing because of me, and I don't purposely do it. That's why I feel like if I did stand-up comedy, I don't know how it'd go. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm forcing laughter.
See, I didn't think you'd have to force. I think you'd just have to walk
I
on
know,
and just
but
go.
if you catch me, if anyone was a fly on the wall when I do my skits, you'd fucking think I was a psychopath, you know.
Why?
Just because I've definitely got autism or something, you know.
I mean, I could have told you that for free, but no, seriously.
I've got everything you can think of. I am the pinnacle of the spectrum. That is me. But like, if you were to literally sit in my room or where on my wall watching me doing them skits, then you only get to see the final edit.
That's what I mean. No one.
So there's
understands
so
what you
many
put
other
into it.
variations of that one video because I'm doing different things that I find funny. So obviously the end bit is the thing that I find the funniest. But then there's so many variations of what I've said differently the whole way through the video. So I am tapped, like very tapped.
No, I think it's brilliant. So the process of it, do you film them when you're on your own?
Yeah. So I'll film them on my phone. It's all you need. I bought a Sony camera thinking, yeah, this is going to take off now.
I've never used it.
And I've not used it yet. My mum would kill me. She was like, well, what are you buying a camera for? You don't need it. So my mum would kill me now. That was a bit of money down the drain. But I will use it. I will use it eventually. I do use it for like vlogs and stuff like that when I'm getting into that side. But yeah, just a phone and me house.
So like, do you like swear at yourself and like is like loads of outtakes like that?
Yeah.
God, yeah.
I think that there's a video, I'll try and get it up for you in a minute, where I miss me words and I just go fucking scatty on myself. But I'm still recording.
So you should put one of them little bloopers out
I
one day.
Do you know what? Someone commented that actually. You know, I should do me blooper reels. I think that'll be quite funny but I just feel like I'd just get rinsed. Because it's like I stumble my words or I'll stutter or I'll say something completely wrong.
I think
they're funnier though.
I think it's
that's
fun
natural,
for people to see that human side to you as well. Because
I'll try and find that video for you after.
Please do. So like before we even talk more about your career in comedy and how much you've smashed it, like people don't know that you've actually got a full-time actual job.
Yeah.
You don't just make video.
Nah,
like
this is TikTok and the videos are part-time for me basically.
That's part-time. You've got an actual full-time job.
Yeah, full-time job.
What's it like navigating that and the recording times and you know
everything else
stuff?
Yeah. It's hard, like it is definitely hard because I'd love to put my full potential into like the content creation side, but obviously I've got to keep my job because it's not that I can't leave my job because I do get enough income from other places, but I just think like my income from TikTok's like the biggest one that I get, and obviously I've got a few things dipping my toes in a few things. But then with the work, it's consistent, isn't it? Money, and you've got to. I rely on that to pay every other bill. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So it is hard, like, because that's what you rely on the most. Money makes the world go round, doesn't it? So if anyone wants to sign me, like,
listen, and you're a dad now as well.
I am a dad, yeah.
How's that? I want to talk about
it's amazing. It is. I didn't think I'd be 24 years old and a dad.
You're only 24. You're only a baby.
I'm a fucking babby, like.
Yeah, a proper baby.
I am. You wouldn't say that if you see me hairline, like, but.
So no, I
look about 42 when I take this cap off.
No, but it's so funny because I've just like I think I've got like about 15 years on you.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, 15 to 16 years. How old
are you now?
39.
Oh yeah, you fucking unbelievable for 39, you know.
But I literally you act more. I feel like you act more mature than me.
Yeah, well,
in a conversation like this.
Yeah. No, I am an idiot. I'll slowly get into it more, like. But no, yeah, it's amazing being a dad, like.
Yeah, so how old's the baby now?
6 months.
6 months.
Yeah, he's boss. It is the best. Yeah, it's the best thing ever. You don't understand like love like it. It is crazy because it's just a mini you, and you have the chance to mold and shape that the way the baby the way you want it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Especially depending on how your upbringing was as well yourself, so you can do everything that you never got as a kid as well. So I think it's amazing. Boss being a dad, like,
I made up for you, mate.
Nice one.
So, what was the exact moment you thought, yeah, this is what like I want to do? Was it like a skit, or was it a reaction to one of your videos, or what was it when you thought this is it?
I think when I first posted my videos, it was taking the piss. I didn't think it'd go the way it went. It was me, like I said in previous podcast, that I used to do stupid videos online, like just copying shitty trends and stuff, and then I did a Scouse grafter video,
Mhm.
which did really well. So then I thought, I'll just do a few more like Scouse like stereotypes, and they did well. And I was like, this is obviously, I've got a niche somewhere here, so I carried on with it. And then I think about 5-6 videos in, I just enjoyed the fact that people found that side to me funny, because although it is just a skit and it's made up comedy, that is my personality behind that camera as well. So only a smidge of it, but that's my personality behind the camera. So it was like, it felt good that I could make people laugh. And to be honest, throughout my whole career, through all this comedy stuff, I've never had a nasty comment. So everyone, and it is the best thing ever, that like when I go on anything, like I constantly have like nice comments about what I do. And it's a lot of people come to me saying that you cheer me up on my days when I feel shit. So I think if anything, that's the one thing that makes me carry on doing.
That's amazing. Do you know what I love about your niche though? Your niche is something that comes quite naturally to you, because when you're from Liverpool, it's easy to take the accent off. But if you found a niche where you've made it so relatable, like I remember the gender reveal one, was it?
Yeah.
I remember watching that one, and I was like, no, that's like actually what it's like, in a bit more dramatized, but like a bit more funny. But you've made them so relatable. I think and that was one of the things I first noticed about you. And I was like, oh my god, this kid, that could be like my auntie. You know what I mean?
And I think that's the way you've got to go with it when it comes to it. I think in a way I do think business about it, in the sense of comedy, like goes hand in hand, because my videos, if they're not relatable, then they won't be funny. But that's comedy. Comedy has to be relatable. Otherwise, you don't really find it. It's all good getting on social media and telling jokes, but if they're not relatable to you, it's not funny, is it? That's what I find. So that's my go-to. I've got to make everything relatable.
I love that. So who were your early comedy influences? I've been dying to ask you that. This was actually a question from someone else. Were you a fan of anyone growing up that shaped your style?
Lee Evans was up there for me. Like, he's just tapped. And I like that. Peter Kay.
He's like Jim Carrey tapped.
Yeah. He's like a mixture, isn't he? I just like Lee Evans because he's just the way he was. Like, you can see he's got so much confidence in his own comedy. And he's just crazy. He's a nut job, isn't he? So, and I like that. And then Peter Kay, obviously everyone loves Peter Kay. Peter Kay was up there when it comes to like comedy. Don't know who the third one would be, to be fair. To be honest, I will say my dad. My dad's quite funny. And that's probably where I get my humour from. That's snappy, witty humour. That was probably my dad.
My dad was like that. I think that's where like I've got a twisted sense of humour, and I think that's why things don't really offend me that much. And the people like, I'm like,
but I'm like that as well, yeah. My humour's very dark.
All my dad's side exactly the same. Yeah. So it's
less way to be
with that. So the first time one of your videos went viral, where were you? Can you remember? And what video was it?
I was in work. I was working as an electrician. Yeah.
You still a spark now?
No. No chance. I mean, it's great money, like, but no. It's too, like, as much as everyone's like, fucking hell, you should be minted with that. But it's too much of a brain dead job for me, that.
Just the same thing, monotonous, over and over again.
Yeah. It's too much for me. I'm too creative for it. So that's where I ended up doing the first video. Like, if you go back and watch that video, it's in work. It was during my shift. No, shift, just during me day. So that was the first time it actually blew up. I remember posting it about 11 o'clock in the morning. And then, obviously, you don't really go on your phone throughout the day after that. So that was probably break time. So I must have done it during break. Yeah. My dad will kill me. I don't even think he knows that. But yeah, I was during break, and then I think I came back to it, and that was the first time that it was like, I think it was on like 800k by the time I got back. And obviously for me, that was like, at that time, that was crazy, because I had never seen anything like that. I was getting like a K or 800 views.
They're insane.
Yeah, mad numbers for my first video, and then I thought, oh my God, I've got to keep going on with this then. And then I think Scouse was at a funeral.
You've done so many, but no, I don't think I can remember the first one I've seen of yours. I don't think I've seen the first one. I think I've seen that first one. I'll have to scroll back.
You can see how my comedy changes. It's great, like
the evolution of it.
Like my voice and everything changes. Like I stopped putting it on so much and go different ways and stuff like that. So it's weird. Like I hate it. You hate watching it. It's like listening to your voice back.
Yeah,
fucking hate it.
Do you know what? It depends what day it is. Like sometimes I'll watch and I'll be like, you know what? It is what it is. I'll just take what I need from the
Yeah.
like any notes I've got, and then some days I go, can't bear myself. Like,
Yeah,
I can't
that's like
even
me.
can't even look.
Self-critical, innit?
Yeah. So what's been your most what's the biggest number view of your videos on Instagram and TikTok?
I don't know, you know. I'm gonna say about 4.6 million, I think.
That's
Is one.
that's
I think
insane.
I think that was me. I might be wrong there, so don't quote me on that. Yeah, 4.6 million. If Scream was Scouse. And it got 577,000 likes, which is crazy.
That's
That, and you know what? That's the first time and the last time I've done a video where it's like actually it looks like a film.
that the
It's dead
first and
weird.
last?
Yeah. First and last time I ever did that. That was on TikTok 4.6, and then I'm sure I pinned one on my Instagram. And then again, it's the same. I posted that on Instagram probably at the same time, and that got 3.2. Which is crazy. Instagram's mad because I think Instagram's the way forward now, where like they're actually somewhat real viewers, I would say. You know, it's not like, I feel like TikTok, you can just scroll past it and that counts as a view. You know what I mean? Whereas on Instagram, I think it's all proper engagement through Instagram.
I just feel like TikTok for me, I feel like I shouldn't be on it because of my age. You know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like,
it feels like a young app, doesn't it?
Yeah, it feels like a very young app for young kids. Your comedy style is mad unique. Did it evolve naturally, or were you testing stuff behind the scenes before putting it out? Do you test a lot of things? Do you ever speak it to anyone?
Yeah. So like that's what I said about me being on a fly on me wall. I'll like act out what I'm gonna do before I record it. So like like an idea will come to my head, and I'll act it out before like I get in front of the camera. So I know that I know in my head where, I don't know, let's say the little kid needs to be, and then it's him talking to the camera, and I'll do all the shots with just the kid, and then I'll swap the angle, do all the shots with the mum, and then swap the angle to do all the shots with someone else. So I think, but thing is though, I'm a perfectionist, so everything has to be perfect, exactly how I had it in my head.
So like, obviously, so you like sit down when you're in that character and you have to read like the line that you're saying back to yourself?
No, I just remember it, yeah. I just have to sit there and remember it. So I think that's why naturally sometimes most of me stuff is like improv. So I'll improvise everything that I think of. That's why I say I'm a fucking scatty bastard, because it just all comes into my head. So I think it's quite easy though, the more videos that I've done. Like I've done God knows how many videos. So I think I kind of know what style and stuff that I want to go for. So I know what comebacks I need to say and where my lines are. But I've never like read my lines. I write down like bullet points of what I want the video to be, and then I'll just record it, and then I'll just do the shots and think of things to say.
That's a clever process.
It is like, yeah, now that I think about it, I feel like fucking Albert Einstein or something.
Here we go. That's what I mean. So social media is full of content people. How did you find your lane and stand out? Like, did it take a couple of times?
Yeah, for me it was a bit different, because when I think of social media, TikTok doesn't come into that.
No,
for me,
no.
Like TikTok's just like kind of like an app for me. Like I think when I think of social media, generally think of like Instagram. It is purely Instagram for me. So, but obviously, I started putting them videos on. So my Instagram, even though I was going big on TikTok, I'd never posted anything on Instagram. So, because I was like a bit wary of like my friends at school being like, because that's back then that you had everyone, all that, you know, year above, year below, all your friends around from like your area. So I was I flapped it, posting them. And then when I did, I kind of realised it kind of filtered its own lane almost, because the people who didn't like me would just unfollow me, and the people who obviously like me follow me. And I think I don't really get too asked about who likes it or not, because some comedy is not for everybody. So
no, and some people haven't got a personality.
Some people actually generally don't. Like, some people might just say,
yeah,
your comedy's shit, lad, I don't find you funny. But that's their opinion, because that's not their genre of comedy, is it?
Just unfollow me then.
Yeah, I'm not ask me. Welcome.
Okay, your characters feel so real, and I think that's why we all love them. Where do you draw the inspiration from? Real life, mate? Is there any of your characters that you like? You'll take something from, like your dad or your mom or anything like that?
Yeah, I think my mum naturally will come in every time I see my mum weekly. She's always got, I've got this new TikTok idea for you. So she was like, oh, I've seen this kid on this lad on TikTok. You could definitely do that better. So she's always giving me ideas and stuff, bless her. So she is someone who throws a lot of ideas in. But no, I think me mates, there's a couple of me mates who get quite involved in like who are like, oh lad, I've got a boss idea for you. I think the most recent one I did was, I think I can't remember what I titled it exactly. I think it was like when they see a 10 but we see a 2, like in a club.
Mm-hmm.
And that was my mate's idea. That he said like he sent me a message saying, lad, you need to do well, he speaks like this, lad, you need to do a video about when your mate pulls a big fatty in the club. That's literally how he speaks. And so from on, he gave me that idea, and that video did really well. So
you obviously channel in.
For that, like,
you obviously channel in when you're doing that character. Then.
Yeah. That I do. You've got to naturally.
Who's the woman then? Which one's the woman?
The bird. It's not me ma. Like she's not Scouse at all. But I don't know. I just think of like the Scousest bird ever. Like I don't know. I just think of just someone just screaming at your son or someone across the road, because you hear it on a daily basis, don't you?
Yeah.
Just proper going at you, like, or someone going at some fucking fella in the queue.
That's just Scouse bird for you, though.
It is.
Is there any any funny things that happened in there that people don't know about?
What, and that never got to
Yeah.
It's quite an hard one, that, because I'm shit at this, Craig. Thinking back to like, because like there used to be a point when I started TikTok and stuff where like I'd actually laugh at my own videos. Mm-hmm. And I thought I was like a psychopath because no one should find themselves that funny. I don't do that anymore, to be fair, because I'm so like I'm trying to perfect everything in my videos. So I can't really think of like anything any funny things that have happened. Oh no, I do.
Here we go.
No way. I forgot about this. This is a mad story, and I can't drop no names in this.
We'll cut straight to that bit.
Cut straight to that bit.
I can't think of nothing, lad.
Yeah. I was recording a TikTok in my ma's once, and I was halfway through the video, and we used to have these like bifold doors at the back. Don't know what you call them. Fucking just, they used to slide all the way across. You'd have like sliding door. Sausage. A sliding door. And I had the camera like facing me, and behind me you could see my garden. Mm-hmm. And if you go to my old videos, you'll see what my garden used to look like. And I just about stopped finishing, and I just heard like some rattle in my garden, and I walked outside, and some kid was sat in my garden. He jumped over my fence. Bear in mind, we had to put spikes on my fence because it was like right on the main road. Mm-hmm. Like there was a road behind it, well, a church behind it actually, but like you could just vault our fence. There was anyone could have got in our car. Yeah. So we had spikes. So he's hopped over my fence. He had cuts all over his hands, and he was just sat. He was like peeking back over the fence, and I obviously my head went west, because I've just been like, not only am I embarrassed that someone see me do a TikTok video, because I knew the kid was as well. It wasn't like, when I said he was a random kid, to use everyone, he's random. To me, I knew of him. Yeah. Didn't know him enough to talk to him. And he was just fucking stood in my garden. But he was I don't know, he was running away from somebody.
Running away from someone.
I don't know if it was Plod or someone was getting him, like, but...
What, did you just stand in your garden?
No, I offered him a fucking bottle of water. and he sat down, gave me a hug. He must have been proper shook up, like, because his head was kettled, like, because he couldn't sit still. And I was more asked about the fact that he's just jumped over my fence and seen me doing a fucking TikTok video. So I think the person will know who he is, because it's a very weird altercation to be in my garden, in someone else's garden at that time. But yeah, then he just got off, just said in a bit, and I don't think I've ever seen him since. That was so that's actually the video. Scatty that when I think about that,
How many videos do you record a week? How much time do you put aside?
It depends, because I haven't got that much time in my life at the minute. Because obviously I do 2 days in work, and then I'll obviously look after my son one day. My missus works another day, and then I've only got like 1 day a week to bash as many videos as I can out. I do have sometimes the evenings to get some videos done, but I'd say I try and get at least 3 done a week. Mm-hmm. That's not 3 posted a week. So I'll do like 3, and then the next week I'll do 3. So I've always got 3 in a vault almost. So I've always,
ready
if
to
something
go.
happens or I'm not there for a week, I've still got 3 to post. Or by the time it gets to that point, I'll have like fucking.
Is that, I was going to ask you as well. How often do you post a week? Is it 3
I
times?
try and do 3 times a week, every 3 to 4 days.
Every 3 to 4 days, yeah. Do you know what's funny? It's not funny actually. I think some people are just full of shit. You know, have you noticed people saying like, "Oh, you've got to post every day" and all stuff like that? I think that's overkill.
Yeah, I think so. My mum, do you know what my mum said this? You can take this, Craig. My mum said to me, she was like, "You need to stop posting every day because you become so relevant to everybody that your videos, like it's like they've seen them before." Do you know what I mean? So my mum said you've got to create. My mum will say that. My mum says you've got to create hype around a video. Around yourself.
If you're
posting every day, you're going to think, oh, fucking, I'm sick of seeing Craig and Sam doing me head in. Do you know what I mean? But then if you're like, oh my God, you only post once a week, so you're waiting for that post every week.
That's what I mean. I just feel like it's overkill sometimes.
It is, yeah.
when people like...
People do it for consistency though, don't they?
Yeah,
it depends what you're doing, I think.
Boss. Like,
it depends what you're doing.
Good, but like, I just feel like you don't want to over...
Yeah. Depends if you're doing vlogs though. If you're doing vlogs and you're vlogging every day of your life, then yeah, it's a bit different, isn't it? But
it's completely different.
It depends what you want to do. It depends what lane you're in, I think. But definitely for me, I can't post every day because one, I would run out of ideas, and everyone would be sick of seeing my fucking face and hearing me just chatting ass.
I mean, they're not sick of it yet. So I mean,
no, I think you're good.
I think you're good there. So has any DM or comment ever been so weird or hilarious it made you stop and go, nah, this has got to go in the video?
I'd say I don't really get most like negative comments, and even when I do, I just kill them with kindness anyway. But I do get obviously quite a lot of positive like input from a lot of people who follow me. I think someone came up with the idea of that fly video, which I've done recently.
Yeah.
Someone said, that'd be funny. You know how you've done a scouse spider, do a scouse fly.
No, the fly one, there's a fly one. I didn't, because I didn't know where you were going to go with it when I first watched it. I was like, where's going to go with this? And by the end of it, it was just like...
Yeah, it's hard where to input, because, you know, when I'm doing my videos, I have them like in 3 sections. If you've ever noticed the way I start my videos is, it'll be, unless it's like a scenario, but like if it's like a scouse spider, scouse fly, whatever, it's in 3 sections, so it's quite hard to where to put the funniest part of the video, because normally I feel like if you put it at the start, the rest isn't funny, so you click off.
I know.
If you put it at the end, you're never going to see it.
There's so much of like algorithm and that now,
crazy.
like you know, now I just go, just post it.
I think I should start doing that, to be fair. Like, I think it's you've got your niche, and I think it's good for you. But I feel like it's like sometimes people will go, "Oh, your first 5 seconds are most important," and someone else will tell something different, and I just go, "Oh my God, there's that many people telling you what you should and you shouldn't do." I just think, I'll just post it. Fuck it. It'll do whatever it's gonna do. Yeah. So while we're talking about DMs, we had 2 here that I want to read out. Go on.
Before we get to questions. So I don't know who this is,
nice, that.
But obviously we want your opinion as soon as you've... So you asked for embarrassing stories.
Go on.
When you sort of said, long story short, I was seeing someone until things weren't going anywhere and he wouldn't leave me alone, get the hint. I wasn't interested anymore. Days go by, I just ignored him until I accidentally opened his message. I just lied to him and said I'd been in a coma for 3 days and he believed it. Oh. What do you think about that one?
I mean, to try and get rid of someone, a coma, though, is that believable? 3 days? Don't know, that's fucking rough.
I wouldn't believe that. I wouldn't believe that.
No, neither would I. Like, he's half soft for believing that, but obviously he's a bit of a fucking...
He's a bit of a sausage,
yeah, he's a bit of a sausage. Like, he's not leaving it alone. Coma, though, it's not a bad shout, like, but it's not a good shout either, though.
No, I'd believe them more if they went over, like, I died on Christmas Day and came back on Easter like Jesus or something, you know? That's what I believe that more.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's another good one. Oh, this is a long one, this one. Strange one. Anyway, basically, my mum and my bird's mum are best mates. Me and my bird used to share a cot together. Her mum cut my cord as a baby, and my mum and her mum always used to joke about us getting together, but we never actually seen it going anywhere, even though we aren't biologically related, but only because, oh my God, the cousins! We used to call each other cousins. Now I'm close with my mum. I used to call her auntie. She
No, but
went,
they're
I
not
used to
biologically related, are they? By blood.
call my big cousin, but it's not as if I just look. I can't work out if she's if they're a cousin blood or marriage blood.
He doesn't say, does he?
I used to literally say everyone I spoke to about her. Oh, could you do that? What would you do what would you do now? Yeah, here we go. What would you do now if you found out that your baby was your cousin? What would you do?
What, and I've had a kid and everything with her?
Oh shit.
That makes it even worse. That's rough. That's rough. That's a proper ultimatum if anyone's ever heard of it. That's a rough one, that. You're like, I'm fucking years deep here as well. Thing is, though, no. I was going to say, thing is, no one knows that you're cousins.
No one
If anyone
does that.
knew in this moment of time, it's still wrong, though. Because if it's blood, then it's scatty. Some people do it, though.
Yeah, it's, I mean.
But I'm going to say no to that. I don't know. She'd have to get fucking legged.
Yeah.
Then it's incest, isn't it?
That is crazy. That is mental. Yeah, I couldn't roll with that one.
No, scum.
Okay, so what's something people don't see about being a content creator that they should probably know?
The time and effort that goes in, I feel that, I don't know, there's a lot to do with content creation that I find that not many people do get to see. I think that's like I said, when I say I'm a perfectionist, I let a lot of things get to me. I've always been quite an emotional person anyway. Not that I care about what people say, that's not what I'm asked about. I mean, just in overall, anyone who's doing content creation or thinking of it, it is a very cruel world, I think, being on social media or in somewhat the public eye anyway. Because I just feel like everyone hates everyone, don't they, on social media.
You either celebrate or you're penalised, aren't you?
Yeah.
There's no in between.
There's no in between at all. I feel like a lot of people don't see like the downs parts of like, I might feel the shittest I've ever felt and I still get a video done. And you'll be able to see that correspond through my videos. So I feel like the worst thing that I find personally doing what I do is that I can't give up. Not that I want to, but even when you feel like shit, you can't give up because I've got people who are waiting for videos, and it's not so much fans, and because I would never say that, but I have got people who rely on like I am their like happiness for that week.
That's boss that.
Which, and I've had a lot of people say, I think I've had a couple people message me saying that like, I wish I'd have kept them, but I always delete everything because I just get so many random.
Are you a deleter, are you?
Yeah,
I'm not
in a. I don't delete. It's. I get requests, don't I? But I get the requests where it's like, Stephanie from fucking Birmingham wants you to see her ass for £10. Like, I get them. You know, the chats. Nah.
Did you do it?
Fiver. And her ass is awful, by the way. So if you get that message, it's like a proper cake.
Do some squats, girl.
Yeah,
be sound.
Get in the gym or something.
I'll take her to the gym at me. She'll be alright.
Yeah, take her to the gym. Yeah, but no, I get loads of them. Do you know what I mean? Like them fucking chats that about 50 of you get added to, and it's like fucking hot single mums around your area. I get all that shit. So I just delete everything. But back to what I was actually saying is, I have quite a lot of people who have messaged me saying that like I've helped them in a quite dark place at the time, and that have stopped them from going to do what they would believe they were going to do, in a sense, without saying it. Which obviously it's hard to not think that they're just saying that. But even if they were, like I'm glad that they find that they can come to my videos because that's what they're for. I that's literally all they're for. I don't do it for my own benefit because if that was the case, then I'd like the money. All the money side of everything isn't what I do it for. I do it for like the fact that people feel good, and I've always got positive interactions in public and over social media. So I like that I'm making an impact to someone else's life just by.
It's mad when you get into your 20s and you realise how happy it makes you to make other people happy.
Oh,
but you didn't realise it, like from growing up.
Yeah,
like,
you don't even realise that.
You don't get onto it.
That is the best part, though. That's why I enjoy doing what I do, because you make other people laugh, and that makes me happy. So,
well, I have actually got a question as well, by the way. Just for me, so I always say to people, "What's happening, sausage?" And I say it in such mine's a welcoming term of endearment, endearment, whatever you want to call it. But everyone else says sausage in such a, like a negative.
Yeah, like,
What made you see it like he's a little dickhead?
Crazy little dickhead.
No, like if you call someone a sausage, like a dickhead.
Yeah, I don't know. No, because I've with the Liverpool, everyone knows that we've got like different fucking names and they have meanings. So you've got like, oh lad, that's heavy, that, oh that's bad, and then you've got lad, she's heavy.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean, there's two different meanings to that word in it, and then the sausage. I feel like I've got two meanings to a sausage. Like, lad, you fucking little sausage, who you speaking to?
Yeah,
and they're like, fucking hell, you're a sausage, you. How have you done that? So it's like there's two different meanings, I would say, because you can use it in an angry manner. Or like you said, you can use it in a
that's right. But you know,
sausage, all right.
I didn't realise. So I had a conversation.
We just make up meanings.
I had a conversation with someone else, and I called them sausage, and they went, "What? Like I'm a dickhead?" And I was like, "No, like I mean it like an endearing quality, I'm like endearing, like yeah." And they're like, "No, that's not how we say it here." And I was like, "Shit." Imagine me going out to my sausage.
Yeah,
everyone's thinking
yeah, I don't know. We have meanings to everything, though, don't we?
We do, and that's what makes us special, though.
Yeah, that's us.
So you've built real loyalty online. What do you think? What do you think that it takes that makes people connect with you just beyond the jokes?
I think people see that beyond obviously the comedy. That I am, and I've always been like this. I'm just a normal person.
Mm-hmm.
Still go to work. Still got a life. Still doing what everyone else is doing. I just do what other people don't. I feel like there is a stigma in Liverpool about you've got to be the hardest kid ever. And I've noticed that since I was a kid. So like you've got to be the hardest kid. So
you've got
what
to
are you doing them videos for, lads? You're a helmet, you lads. Like, and I was just thinking, why? Why is it offend anybody? I just think there is a stigma in Liverpool where like, oh nah, don't do that, lad. Nah, don't do that. I don't get why people are arsed so much.
But it's no different than going to the comedy club or going to see a stand-up comedian.
No, but then I also think Scousers are the most supporting people in the world.
Yeah.
100%. Like, they're not just football, but I mean for other people. Like Paddy over the weekend. Everyone fucking loves him. Like, but it is, like, we're all there. Like, as if we know him.
I know.
And most of us don't. Do you know what I mean? So, like, I don't know. I just feel like the loyalty comes from the fact that they know I'm a normal person. And I'm just like everybody else. I just had the balls to just showcase my laughter, my comedy and stuff like that to other people.
It's a proud thing to be from here, because you know, like, you could have an argument with someone but no one else can. No one else, like, if you have an argument with your mate, no one else can say anything to you after that. Your mate would flip.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They'd be like, I might have just had an argument with him, but he's still me guy. You know what I mean? I do love the loyalty, yeah. But I think Paddy's one of the best scousers out there. Like,
he's the most humble kid and normal person in the world. Like, but he's also achieved so much as well. But he also gives back, and he's proud to be from Liverpool, because I feel like Scousers do genuinely get like a lot of stick from everywhere else. I noticed that most this is I think most men from other places call the Scouse accent fucking scum. But then birds love Scouse accents from elsewhere. So, but like, I don't know, I feel like we get like quite a lot of stick, I reckon. Like, I like even little things, like, I don't know where I was. I think me and my bear went to Chester to go fucking Cheshire Oaks. We went to Cheshire Oaks, actually, to go shopping. Obviously, it's posh around there, like, and I'm like in a full fucking, like, sacky, head to toe black. And you just get eyes all over you, and like you just get like our women and our fellas just staring you up and down, like thinking. I just think they think I'm a scruff, but like just from, but like it's like anything though, innit? Like, you go on holiday, you know where the Scouser is, don't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, without fail, the cap on or fucking 110s on or anything, like it's just
the 110s. I honestly feel.
Well, I did that video, didn't I?
Swear to God, I feel like 110s. The majority of the sales of them are Liverpool.
Got to be.
And I'm not asked.
Got to be.
I'd argue with that.
Yeah, 100%. And JD know that as well.
JD
know that as well. They know that Scousers.
Oh yeah, you're with them now, aren't you? Get some receipts.
Well, we're with Bennett. I do some stuff for Bennett's, yeah. But I know I need some. I swear I've seen a pair. They put it on the Instagram the other day. They've got a pair of 110s that have got Scouse on the bottom of them.
No, they haven't.
Yeah, they have.
I'd even buy them just to keep them.
They've got the Everton Liverpool ones.
That's sick.
But they're from ages ago. I don't know if they were ever released. Like, I'm not that much into me webs, like, so. But yeah, they are Scouse webs, aren't they? But we had to stick about that off that video.
We get stick for everything. We just roll with it, there, don't we? So, you were talking before about, you're an emotional guy, in touch with your feelings. I could tell that when you were talking about, like, when you gushed about, like, you having your son, and even, like, speaking about, like, so what, like, your family, did you have brothers or sisters?
Yeah, well, I've got a brother who's passed away, and I've got a sister. No, it's all right. No, I'm quite open. I'm very open. You can ask me anything. And I'm happy to speak about stuff like that, because I don't speak to it about anyone. It's kind of one of them things you just kind of like, you don't speak about after to anyone because no one asks. Do you know what I mean? So, but I've got a sister and a brother who passed away when he's 16. Sister's fucking smashing it. She's doing really, really well. She works for the ambulance, so she's smashing life. Very proud of her. Yeah, very proud of her.
Love that.
And I've got a younger sister who lives down with me dad. That's me. It's like, was it a half sister?
Still your sister.
Still my sister.
Yeah.
But like, I was trying to like, I don't see her that often.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I've got a little sister and my sister, and then my brother who passed away when he was 16. Yeah.
What happened with your brother?
He went to a festival in Coventry, Outbreak it was called, and he passed away there. There's a lot more to the story, but again, I did speak about this on Ryan's podcast, but when I watched it back, I'd missed quite a few things out, so I don't want people to hone in. But it was drug related anyway. We got told that he'd been spiked, and he got spiked with two things, or like a dose, like a cocktail. It was called like a cocktail or something. It said anyway. One brought him up, one brought him down, and his heart rate couldn't regulate, and he had a what's it called, cardiac arrest, and he died.
It's horrible, that means.
Yeah, it is. But like I said, I'm very. It's been 10 years, just gone 10 years in November last year, and it's mad, like, because I don't speak to anyone about it a lot. It's not something that comes in the conversation. I think people shy away from asking anything because you think, oh God, am I going to upset them? I'm very open, and I always have been. Massive part of my life, obviously, losing out on that upbringing with my brother. But then, like I said on the previous podcast, like every breath that he never got to take, I now take for him.
So take a double breath.
Taking two for him. So everything that I'm achieving in my life now, I think that's a massive goal for me. Not only that, and my son now as well, even more so. I've just got everything that I want to do to give him the best possible life, and also do the things that my brother never got to do. So that's a huge thing for me. And my sister's smashing it as well. She's doing really, really well. So she does improv. So she should know that. She'll definitely watch this. Like my mum as well. I'm a big family person. I am a big softie.
Yeah, I can tell what type of person you are.
Yeah, I am. I think a lot of people think I'm a proper dickhead when it comes to being on social media because of my characters.
You relate to that character so much.
Because of my characters and my skits and stuff like that. But I'm so down to earth, normal person.
Yeah, I know. I can tell.
So yeah, I'm a very family man. And yeah, that's just a snippet of God made me life. Yeah, got
your brother would be proud, mate.
I know, nice one. Thank you.
Your brother would be very proud of you,
honestly.
How do you balance being SamTay versus being SamTay online? Ever feel the pressure to keep the funny going? Like, do you second guess, or do you just roll with like the videos and just put it out? Do you get like the jitters before you press post?
Yeah, no, I mean I'd say about I reckon about 3-4 months ago, I went through like a place in me like career. Went through like a place in my career where I was like second guessing myself quite a lot. And I was like quite worried about what people would think, and oh God, is this good enough? I don't think this is good enough. And then it'd get to a point where I got myself that frustrated or annoyed with the fact that I didn't think the video was that good, that it would never get posted. So I got loads of them. But now I've kind of learned to just be like, just fucking post it. What comes with it, that's you.
Just fucking
and that's me. Like that, the video is me. No matter like, and my sister says something good because obviously she's quite involved in the stuff that I do. And my sister said, not every video you do isn't going to be the best video. because that's just not realistic life. Like you can't, every video can't be the best video. For me, as a perfectionist, it has to
I'm
be.
the same as
But-
I feel like that.
But like, my sister's right. Like, even if I don't find it the best, someone, a massive
There's a
group of
beauty in
people.
perfection as well, though. You
Yeah,
know,
there's
sometimes
it's
there's moments
amazing.
and you go,
Yeah.
"Fuck, I would have missed that if I
Yeah.
wouldn't have put that
Yeah,
in."
there's so many things though that like, there's honest to God, there's so many videos that I've nearly not posted, and they've been my biggest views.
That's insane.
The
Isn't it?
Scouse Scream one, I nearly never posted that. Scouse Spider, nearly never posted. Like I generally was gonna just delete it. Me bird and her mum was like, just post it. Honestly, it's dead funny. And obviously, you're just thinking, yeah, but you're saying that.
You're just
And then it done like what 2.7 million. Like
That's
the fucking next
insane.
day, I was like, Jesus Christ, Tommy Bird always has a go at me for that. She's like, see, told you, just fucking post it. Stop worrying about what everyone else thinks. So I am quite like that.
See, do you know what's so funny? Like, so you've come in here and people like, I wanted people to see the other side, yeah, and they will. I'm the opposite way. So like, people think I'm a stuck-up prick. I might look like that, but I'm not. And when I went and done the What's Happening podcast, people messaging them saying, "Oh, why have you got him on? He looks like fucking like he loves himself." Well, can't remember the stuff they said. And then I went on there and I just had a bevy with them and we had a laugh. And people messaged him afterwards going, "Do you know what? He's actually all right, him." And that video we done, where it was like PhD and PhD. We're talking about being a vegan, you still eat sausage though. And that thingy, I nearly never posted that clip, and that literally pushed me.
Further.
Yeah, it pushed me a little bit further.
Yeah, but that's
and I've nearly never done it. I was like, I don't think it's that funny.
For anyone who does content creation, I think that's a big thing to take from our two experiences is like, don't just hold back because that might open the next door for you. Do you know what I mean? You nearly never posted that and that took you further.
Yeah,
There's
stuff
that I never posted and that's took me further. It's all about hesitation, I think. Just fucking post it. Post whatever you want to do.
Just post whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah,
do whatever you want.
like, but post what you want.
What do you think about X, by the way? But being
Twitter?
able to, no, yeah, Twitter. What? I can't believe I've just called it X, but yeah, Twitter. What do you feel about the way anything that goes can go on there, but you can't even say a spade's not a spade on Instagram without getting flagged up?
I think they are changing it on Instagram now, though. Because did you not see that like like last month where there's just there's loads of videos coming up on everyone's Instagram of like people getting shot in the head and everything.
No.
You don't see that?
No.
Yeah, there was like it was an overnight thing and everyone was waking up and like you'd have to click the video and it says like view content. This content might be like offensive to or violent. But yeah,
I still watch them though.
Yeah. I know it's got, you have to see what's going on.
Have you noticed where you press it once? Have you noticed where you have to press it twice though?
Yeah.
It never lets you press it once.
No.
Like, are you sure? Are you
sure?
sure?
Are you sure? And you're like, yeah, no, I definitely want to see that fella just get his head blown off. Yeah, it is mad. Like, I don't really use Twitter, I'm not gonna lie, but I have like I did download it ages ago, and it's just there's anything you can think of is on Twitter.
Every now and again, I'll put something on there.
Yeah, there's fucking madness. There's madness on Twitter. I've never seen nothing like it. But I think that's realistic life, though, isn't it? Twitter, really,
it really
because
is.
you should be able to do and say what you would like to say and show. In some ways, anyway. But you never know. There are weirdos out there, but I mean, you should be able to. I think that's what Elon Musk done a good job with. To be fair, free speech, innit, on Twitter.
I believe in free speech. I just don't believe in like
getting your head blown off.
Yeah, post
yeah. It's a bit weird, like. But I think, but I think what he's.
You know what I find? Like, I find porn fucking day class A, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, I find it like, oh, fucking hell. Yeah, everyone go like. I just think it's not the place to put it
on Twitter.
Somewhere where anyone can look at it.
Anyone can see it. I think porn's fucking.
But freedom of speech. I mean, I'm all about that.
Yeah,
but not. You know, there's certain things that I go, you know
certain
what?
Things,
keep that in the bedroom.
Yeah,
and,
keep that in the bedroom.
You know.
Yeah, there is. I think porn overall is one of them things where, I mean, this might be a bit out there, but it ruins quite a lot of people.
Like
seeing that.
Yeah. The sexual experience,
it's not real life,
it's not real, yeah.
None of that's real. You're never gonna jump.
So then when you have real
never gonna
sex.
jump in a taxi, all right, and they're never gonna go whip it out. It's never happening. Honestly, it isn't.
What porn have you been watching?
No,
don't jump in a taxi, say whip it out.
Fake taxi. People will know back when you were younger, like
just last like week. Fucking hell, Uber.
No taxis, no black cab. Well, there's black cabs around here, like.
Yeah, they're dodgy then.
Yeah, dodgy. He probably will tell you to get your knickers off, like take it home for free. I'm not surprised. Fully.
Do you ever get have you ever had a comment or a fan message that really stuck with you in a positive way?
Yeah, I do get them quite a lot though. You know, I've probably got a few now. I can't remember things word for word, Kerry, to be fair. Like, but I have had a lad message me who explained he was going through quite a hard time. He was quite a young lad. I think he was quite obsessed. Not quite obsessed. Sorry, people were bullying him for the way he looked and his size and stuff like that. And he was quite depressed and he'd mentally drained and stuff like that. And he'd become obviously a lot bigger than he was due to that. And he said that since watching me videos and stuff, he's found a lot of laughter and it makes him, on his bad days, it makes him feel better. And I had messaged him back to say like, oh, obviously keep going, lad. Like, don't listen to anyone. Like, bullies are fucking scumbags. I hate bullies me anyway. But bullies are scumbags. Like, you just, in 10 years or 5 years, they're not going to care about who you are anyway. So they don't like get to you. And just from me messaging him back, he went and got fit.
Sure.
And just although like for me, I just speaking to you now, I'm just a normal person, like we were saying. But some people don't see me like that. And that kid especially see me as some like proper famous person. So it was quite nice for him to get a message back where for me it's just normal. I'm only texting you back off my phone, sat on my couch, probably hands down my kicks and that. Like fucking scratching my arse or
there
something.
There you go then.
But like, it's just very normal. And I was texting him back and then that message alone got him up off his feet, and he like sends me updates and stuff about how fit he's getting in the gym.
That's
like, and he's getting wham to make himself feel better.
That,
and yeah, it's amazing that. I just think a slight thing like that, I feel like, I mean, I know I go off quite a lot on the podcast, so there's two reel me back here. I just chat shite, but I think there are a lot of people in
this
the
whole thing
eye.
is about you. Like,
Yeah,
that's
I know,
why you're
I know.
on here.
But I do chat,
you do whatever you want.
But there are a lot of people in the public eye that don't use their publicity to
platform
for good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean? So like, I've got fucking so many followers on different accounts, and I'll always post like the small businesses and stuff like that, because I think I've only
nothing, does it?
No, it takes fuck all. Don't get me wrong, when it comes to like brand deals and stuff like that, obviously if you're trying to progress for your life anyway and you need that, then obviously JD come for you. Fucking take the bob. Do you know what I mean? Take the fucking bag.
Take the webs.
Take the webs. Take the webs. Take the bag. Nah, I'm only asking. But the small businesses and stuff, like I'll never ask for a penny. Like if you're a small business and you're a Scouts brand or whatever, or you're a Liverpool based brand, I'll always post you because it takes fuck all, and I've got the following to get you out there. And I just feel like people use their publicity for the wrong reasons.
It's a nice thing. I mean, to be honest with you, like, even though we followed each other and we spoke a couple of times, I was made up when you said you'd come on here, like, and I was like, oh, he's gonna come on, and then I forgot, like, when I'd already spoke to you, how much of a real person you are. And I was like, yeah, because I even forgot, because I was like, I'm such a fangirl, you know, when I love something. even like obviously I've been mates with Joe Cordina, Anthony Fowler, like I still get like thingy around them. I think it's good. I appreciate people who've done really well. And I was made up when you said you'd come on. I didn't think you'd say yeah.
I was made up that you asked me, you know. To be honest, I've knew who you were for ages, Greg.
Really?
Ages, yeah. Ages, like I'm talking like fucking about 5-6 years, I think. Through other people, like just some gay lads seeing you on it, like on
just
social
some gay
media.
lad from Walton. He's doing okay.
Yeah, you just smashed it. But I always liked about you is that you're not asked, and I love that. And I love that though, because like why be? But like that's what. And then when we met at the Central Waste thing, it was the first time I actually seen you face to face.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because I've knew you for that long. And I just thought, me and you would get on forever now. So
yeah, you're a good egg. And it was so funny because obviously we're gonna actually be doing something in the future. When I told you the idea, you had a similar idea, and I found that really weird. Yeah. And then when we were voicing each other about it, I was like, "Oh, this kid, it's weird."
Yeah, we're on point when it comes to everything happens for a reason. That's what I say.
It certainly does. So dealing with the dark side of social media, the internet isn't always kind. How do you handle hate or criticism?
I just kill people with kindness, me. I do get, like, when I say I don't get hate comments, I do. But I just get people saying, bad Jedi and all that, which I find quite funny.
Bad
Jedi. But I find it quite funny though. So like, I just like comments something back, like, may the force be with you or something like that. I'll just be a proper. But I get, what are they meant to say? Like, that's the reason I comment back something funny, because then what are they meant to say back to? I don't comment back going, who are you speaking to, lad? Because I'm the one who's doing, I put the video out there. So if you want to say something on it, it's free out there to say whatever you want. That's their opinion. They don't have to like my comedy, but I just kill people with kindness. Maybe don't like me, you don't like me.
Is that the most you'll ever clap back saying something like that?
Obviously, it's a bit different. I still wouldn't clap back if people go for me family. I'm not really that type of person. I can get aggy, like when it comes like in the street and stuff. So that's why I don't really go out. Not that I'm an aggy kid, like, or nothing like that. I'm not. But like when people disrespect you, I hate that. So
do you get people like stopping you in the street and all the time?
Yeah.
Do you like that part of it though?
It's getting a lot worse. Like my babe won't go out with me anymore. She said, well, I won't go to town with you ever again. Because I do get stopped by everybody. Which is amazing, by the way. So don't ever stop doing it, because I always think...
Don't ever stop doing it.
I don't stop doing it.
Fuck her.
She can stay home, because if the more you come over to me, the more she's taking out on me. But yeah, I just think the people who come over to me and they're nice to me and they're always positive, I don't get... I mean, you're barely ever going to get someone come over and go, yeah, you're a div, you. All right, lad. It doesn't make any difference to my life, but the people who come over and are nice and positive, I just think you are the reason I am where I am. Them people. So... And they're always dead nice and positive, but I just get quite fucking shy, because everything I do is behind camera, isn't it? So when people come up to me and like, I love your videos, I'm like, nice one. Yeah, nice one. And then they're like, they just stand there staring at me.
But
like,
no, the best thing now is because you've got them beautiful pearly whites now.
Yeah, I can just smile.
You just smile and dazzle them, and you don't have to speak.
Yeah, I'll just like, pat them.
Do it to the camera.
How are we?
Oh, loving this. I am loving it. Have you ever not posted something because you thought it might go too far or get misunderstood?
Yeah, there was a video recently, I'd say probably like last month, that I'd posted. Obviously, the scenario of the video was about a grafter. And he's on the phone, and some bird rings him, and she's like, "You've got to come and see your son." And he's like, "I've not got a son." He's like, "Just come on, see your son. You fucking not seen him in 5 years. I've not got a fucking son." And the whole thing was that he comes, he sees his son, he's a spitting image of him.
Yeah,
it's like, "Nah, you're not mine, you fella," and then he gets off. But I'd already created this, and a friend of mine had a situation. And it was I didn't want it to come across that it was of him. So we had a disagreement about that video. So but he's one of my closest friends, like, but the video was already made without even subconsciously thinking about anything that had gone on. So yeah, that was one that I was like, oh, I might not post this, but then I ended up posting it anyway and was sad. But at that time,
and is he cool with it now?
He is cool with it, like, but he sees it's the funny side. It had nothing to do with him. The whole video was funny, so it was about creating like obviously the comedy around the situation where like they'll just deny it. It's their kid, but he's the fucking spitting image of you. Like, that was the funny video about it, and because he's some grafter and all this. So it was the concept of the video idea was from ages ago, and then I'd post it. But we had a disagreement about it, but.
As long as he's all right about it now.
He's sound.
Okay, picture this. Netflix hit you up for a comedy special. What's it called? What's the vibe? And who would be your first guest to come on and do like someone who's famous now? Comedian.
A comedy special in sense of like doing a set? Or like just a...
Well, I was just going to name the name you told me about that other project, and I'm glad I didn't know. Yeah. So anyway, yeah.
Yeah, it's an hard one because I don't know what to call it, because it depends what it is. Do you know what I mean? If it's a podcast, it's different because there's already a name for that. And then obviously you've got, it depends what it is. Like I've always wanted to be on a film. I'd love to be on a film. So the name I couldn't come up with. So, and you're just saying one person I'd love to be on it who's famous.
Would you have them as like as a cameo or a guest to do a skit with?
Yeah,
or
all right,
something like that?
that's a better idea because then I can picture it then. Someone I'd do a skit with for a comedy special for Netflix. Oh, I don't know if I'd go like, I don't know, you know, I think I'd go someone like, the first name that pops into my head is Will Smith. Right.
Will Smith, yeah.
But that's only because I've recently watched Focus again for like the fucking 15th time. But I just think he's a fucking unbelievable actor. But he's not. He's funny, but he's not that funny. So I'm gonna change it. I reckon.
Will Smith, yeah.
Sorry, yeah, you're out. Will Smith, sorry, fella. Can't slap again. Like, see, I think I'd go for, like, I think I'd just go for Lee Evans because I just know I'd fucking, me and him would just like be.
That'd be the dream.
That'd be like a sensory overload. That me and him in a room, fully.
Well, you've heard it, yeah. Lee
Evans, jump on. Please.
Okay, if you had to perform stand up in the most random place, like a doctor's waiting room or on a bus, where would you do it, and what would your opener be?
Cool. Oh, I don't know, you know. I could see. I'm thinking. I could go.
Oh,
it's hard because
that's the new sound for today.
The only reason I'm doing that at the minute is because I've just filmed a TikTok yesterday, and that fucking sounds in it. Oh, it's just stuck in my head. Oh.
Do you know when you do something over and over in it?
Yeah,
no, like you
sticks
go,
in your head.
Yeah, no, and then I end up doing it like for days.
Yeah. See, I the only reason I'm like and ahhing is because what I would open with may possibly get me cancelled. So I don't want to say that. It's only because what I was gonna do is that I was gonna start. If I was ever like a stand-up comedian,
it's all comedy.
It's all comedy based.
By the way, like,
come on, like I'm already slacking hair enough as myself, but it's not. It's nothing like bad like that. But I think if I was gonna go full throttle, like I'd probably go to like a hospital waiting room, and I'd open with like something like I'm here now, you know. Thank you to, you know, Aintree Hospital for this is my last wish, because I'd have my hair like this, and it's my last wish. Like, I appreciate everyone. So, you know, I just think, what's it called? Make a wish. That'd be me.
Yeah, but I know, right? Like, I was like, carry on. No.
It is just comedy. Don't come at me. Don't come at me. It is comedy. But that, to be honest, I can't now say that because that would have been my opener. Because I've been writing my comedy set.
Can't say it, but he just did.
Yeah, it would. But again, if I was in a hot water comedy, then you were watching me, you'd have laughed. So
okay. So does it that on the back of that amazing answer to that question, by the way, does it annoy you by the way people take comedy now? Because like, I'm a gay man.
Yeah.
The word faggot, queer, really doesn't bother me. There's not much that someone could say to me that would really hate me. Unless they were like close to me and they said something. Does it piss you off? Because I know it pisses me off. Like, if you make a joke now, people automatically put you in whatever category it is. Like, they could be racist, they could be this, they could be that, they could be that. Like, over the whole thing, like that what you've just said about the Make-A-Wish, like my dad and my uncle both died of really aggressive cancer, horribly. I still see the funny in that because it's comedy. Does it annoy you the way people take things so out of context? And
yeah, I feel like because a lot of I've said quite a few things on my skits.
You said a few words, yeah.
Yeah, I've said a few words on my skits as well, like fatty and everything. Like, but like it's a form of comedy, so like it's like again, like I think some woman commented like, you shouldn't be teaching the youth this is the way to respect women. And I was like, it isn't. I said, I don't condone the behaviour of anyone doing this, but this is comedy. This is what it's for.
That's all
it is like, you have to find, this is what I always do, because obviously I always refer back to the fact that I've lost my brother. Mm-hmm. And you have to find the lightest part of the darkest part. So no matter what it is, I find humour in things that I probably shouldn't find humour in things, but that's what makes comedy so funny. Because although it might be awful, whatever happened, like my brother's passing away, I'll find the humor behind it in not. I mean, to some people that without context, I'll find humor behind it because I've got dark humor.
You've got to turn everything
But
into a joke.
into a positive. And I think nowadays comedy has become a lot worse because even all the big massive comedians say that there is so many things that they can't say because they'll just not televise it.
Mm-hmm.
They just won't televise your Netflix special if you've said something out of line. But I think that's the whole purpose of what comedy was made for, to speak freely as a joke. Yeah. Because I know that obviously there are things you can say that obviously are out of line and you can't just turn around, it was only a joke. But like if you're genuinely a comedian, that's your platform. It depends. I don't know. I think the world's got a lot softer. I
wouldn't say it's gone softer. I'd say it's gone... it's a joke now. You can't call a table a table without the table.
That's what I'm saying. Like they're softer. You know like it's
mean?
That's a whole nother kettle of fish though, isn't it? But yeah,
that's saying a kettle of fish. That's hysterical as well. By the way, who the fuck made that up?
No.
Who put fish in a kettle?
I know it's scatty, isn't it? The way people come up with it, like the little sayings and they stick forever.
Okay, so dream project. If you could do anything, what's the ultimate goal?
See, I've got quite a few goals. Obviously, I had a 4-year window of retiring my mum and all stuff like that. Not retiring my mum, but being able for her to stop doing.
I'm retiring you.
Retiring my ma, just to stop from working. But that's not my ultimate goal in the sense of my own personal dream. I feel I'd like to be on telly. I'd like to have my own show. I feel like I'm made for telly. I'm just wasted talent otherwise.
Yes. No, listen, we had this exact same fucking conversation about it, and I really feel there's like such a big... Imagine a Scouse version of Little Britain. Like no one would do it like the way we could do it.
Don't say too many of our ideas though, because
I'm not good. Hey, we're just
Scouse Little Britain's perfect. We're gonna have to cut this short. No, but it is like there's so many variations, and I think I feel like Scousers have a whole different humour than everybody else. I don't know what it is. I feel like we're all just a fucking...
We've got so much character in our voices. So like I've never heard anyone talk from like the lowest part of the voice to the highest part of the voice. Yeah. I've never known any other fucking people in this country.
Oh my God, lads!
You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Just blew his ears off there. That's what they do. They got
just making sure he's awake.
Yeah, he's laugh. There's a lot of character. Like, definitely do.
Mine's the chat show.
Chat show.
Alan
You'd
Carr.
be perfect.
Alan Carr, Graham Norton. That's what I want to do. I've kept people on, have a bevy.
Perfect.
So if you could swap lives with any public figure for one day, who would it be and what would you do?
Oh. Don't know, because I'm trying to think of someone who's like proper mad life. Like I'm not gonna go out there with just someone who's got loads of money, because there's obviously a lot of difference between my life and their life. But I mean, a lot of money is like not that, because what, you're just gonna sit on a yacht all day. You know what I mean? Like it's not. I'd like to be someone who's like proper fully engaged in like NASA or something. That's how scatty I am. I don't know. Do you know who Neil deGrasse is?
Mm-hmm.
I'd swap lives with him, I think.
See, yeah, just to see what his mind's like.
I like just to see what goes through his mind, because he's a scatty fella.
Jim Carrey would be one for me. Jim Carrey, just to see.
A good shout.
Only an hour though.
I think it is. Tolerate a full day, like.
No, but I just think that he's very outspoken, and he's been like, you don't see him in many films now because he just doesn't give a shit what he says.
No.
And I think I'd like to just know what he knew. Do you know what I mean?
There's a lot of weird things around Hollywood, isn't there?
You know what? Like sometimes, every Sunday, I'll always have a cheat day, and I always get stoned. I love getting stoned. I'm sorry, Mum. And and I'll go down the rabbit hole. I'll always look into stuff like that, and the mad stuff that you read up about, like.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah,
and he's speaking about it, and he's not asked. Do you know what I mean?
Everyone goes through that little dark hole.
I would love to know what the Vatican know. You know, all them little secrets they've got in there. Just one little peek. Kill me afterwards. Like I'm not asked.
I know, but that's what happens, though, isn't it? That's what happens when people find out. I think Oh, we could go on for fucking time, you know, Craig.
I know we could.
Conspiracy theories.
Where does space end and all that?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the most chaotic, unfiltered thing that's happened on set or while filming? Is it that one we brought up earlier?
It'd be that. Like, there's not much that actually happens. I just try and stay away from family members. Like, that's just it. I'd just be asked. I think I'd get so embarrassed if my bear walked in and I'm fucking on a table. Like a spider. Like, fucking, can you imagine that?
Or with the tea towel.
Or the tea towel.
It's just the best.
It's not even that. The tea towel's not bad. She can tolerate that. It's the wig. The new wig I've got. Said I look like a fucking
you got the
cat
wig.
in it. Yeah. I don't know. I think it was the fucking
was
that
definitely
lad
that
jumping
one.
over the fence, yeah.
Have you ever accidentally posted the wrong video or messed up a skit, but just kept it anyway? That was a good question. I can't remember who asked that. It was on Instagram.
Yeah, there is actually a video that I went down to my dad's to see my dad, and we went to watch Liverpool play Forest. And I was in the I forgot I needed to post a video. But obviously there's a lot that goes into my videos, like the audio and everything's clipped and stuff and then moved around, so the conversations flow. No one will notice, it's dead subtle, like, but I do, so it does my head, and there's still clips still out there.
As a perfectionist, you notice them things though.
Yeah, you do.
No, it's horrible.
It does my head in because I'm like, oh, fucking,
I wish I didn't care.
But it did so well. So I posted the video anyway, and it did really, really well. But when I watched it the next morning, fucking, like, I go to say something, and then, like, there's no words come out my mouth, and then 2 seconds later it happened, and I was just like, oh. But the rest of the video was fine, but it did amazing.
Does anyone?
No one clocked on.
No one clocked on,
but I'm
sure they will now.
Yeah, they will now. Like, everyone's gonna try and find that video.
Right. Okay. So I've got some quick fire questions here for you. What's your most used emoji?
Used emoji. Don't know. Let's have a look. Probably a love heart. You know. Let's have a look. I'll just click on the.
So just go to a message and then
one?
Yeah, it's the first one. That's the
laughing face.
Laughing face.
Yeah, that's hand in hand with what I do. That.
If you could pick one emoji to describe you, which one would it be?
Could I have a look?
Yeah. Go on.
Look, me.
Go ahead. Your question. Do whatever you want.
I don't know. You know, there's fucking some scatty ones out there, isn't there? Probably the bald fella.
The bald fella.
Yeah.
I was going to say the baby.
Or the baby, yeah. The bald fella or the baby. Or the avocado. Or whatever it is.
Okay.
The aubergine.
What's your go-to comfort food?
I do love a pizza, like Domino's is an Aussie one. Domino's barbecue, Texas barbecue, fella. No red and onion, no green and red peppers.
Okay.
Red onions.
You're just on
ground beef.
Ground beef.
Yeah. No, and sometimes I'll throw chorizo on there maybe.
Just because
I'm feeling it. But my actual favourite food is Italian. Love a fucking
Italian.
Love an Italian. I love any type of pasta, like, as long as I'm not good with spicy stuff, like.
Really? See, I'm the opposite. I love spicy, man. Like,
we'll have to do a ghost chili challenge, won't we?
Yeah, I'll do that with you.
You'll be sad and I'll be fucking dying.
It is a good one. What's a song you secretly love but you'd never admit it in the lads group chat?
Oh. There's so many that come to my head, like, I don't know, you know, because...
Do you want me to give you an example? So, like, before Miley Cyrus was like, sounds, I love The Climb. But you'd never admit it. You'd never admit it in a group chat, would you?
No.
So go on.
I'm shit with fucking song names and stuff, but I don't know, I feel like I wouldn't say it's I won't admit this, like, well, I've got to admit it, like,
You've got to.
I do like a bit of Justin Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake?
Yeah.
The old school stuff,
the old school stuff,
yeah. Like, I
think
love
it's Future Sex Love Sounds.
That was a good album.
Good album. But I like anything like that on Neo, but in Neo, I'm a proper old school.
So sick.
Yeah, so sick. Anything like that, fucking hell, so sick. So tune.
Okay, you've heard it here first. First.
Justin Timberlake, and then I think it's Justin Timberlake, but he's got. Let me find the song. What?
I thought you were going to say Justin Bieber when you first said Justin before.
Justin Timberlake. I know it's a mad one, like, and you're thinking, come on, it's proper. He's a bad wool, him.
Would you say he's a bad wool?
Yeah. Until the End of Time, it's called.
I like that one. He's done a remix of it with Beyonce. Do you remember?
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the
That's the one that I like.
See, we know.
That's the one that I like. I love, and yeah, I love. Everyone loves Coldplay. I was going to say Coldplay, but everyone loves Coldplay.
So obviously you're sitting on Cham'Pain with Cavanagh. When you think about your career so far now, you've still got such a long way to go. What's your biggest Cham'Pain moment where you go, fucking hell, like I've done good here?
To be honest, there's quite a few. I remember a big moment for me, I would say, was this was actually quite early into my like TikTok stuff, but we went to Red Door one night, and we were just chilling by this bar, and like a group of lads came over to me. I was like, "Oh, lad, you're that fella who just them poly videos, lad, you're sick, you." hey, Paddy. And it was Paddy the Baddie. And he was like, I get on him, lad. And it was all his mates, like, telling me to come over. And my head was gone then, because then I was like, as if, like, he's seen my videos at that time. Because I was like, oh my God, like, Paddy the Baddie's a fucking, he's sick. And so, he brought me over to Paddy. And his mate was like, he's the one, lads. Do you know the Poly Fairy? He was like, oh, yeah.
The Poly Fairy.
I don't know if I can say what he said back, but he was like, yeah, well, I don't know. Does he say he smokes weed, doesn't he? Paddy?
Paddy just says whatever the
fuck he wants, last
time.
He was like, lad, get us a bar. Get us a bar of Poly. Taking the piss, obviously, and then I took a picture with him. I was starstruck at that point, like, because that was the first person I've ever actually seen notice me. And I was just like, because I was like, oh my God.
I was like the pinching.
So at that, but then obviously I spent the rest of the night and his mate kept coming over to me, come over here, lad. And I was like, nah, because I just didn't want to intrude on Paddy's
night. Like, I had my moment.
I was like, that's my moment, lad.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I'll say something wrong and then Paddy will spin kick me to the face or something. Something will happen.
I don't want the night to go like this.
Yeah. So yeah, but that was a big moment for me. Like, and then I think going on from then, no matter where I go on holiday, I get noticed. I've been to Krakow, I've been noticed there. Tenerife is an easy one because Scousers are all over there. Like, but
it's basically
Portugal,
there,
Portugal, everywhere you can think of, I just get noticed. So I think when I do get noticed outside of Liverpool, I'm like, wow, it's crazy how far my videos do really go. Which is good though, but yeah, definitely that Paddy thing, that was ages ago. That was
talking about Paddy, we were talking about TV shows and that before. Like, I don't think any Scouse TV show, especially reality ones, because they're all scripted reality, I've ever done us Scousers proud. But when Molly and Paddy done that, I went to the with the opening night when they played it first, and they just show what real Scousers were, and I think that's why I love Paddy so much. Like, I love what him and Molly have, like, the best mates, and they push out our city a lot. And from watching other programs which you mentioned, and I'm like, why didn't we just do a proper, like, Geordie Shore version? Like, where they just film people like Scousers being themselves. Because I actually feel like Go Ahead was more relatable than some of these reality shows about Scousers. But when Molly and Paddy done that, they just painted our city in such a nice light. And I think it was amazing what they done.
It is like, they do need to do something like that though, don't they?
They need to keep at it.
They need to keep at it.
They need their own show.
You've not watched The City is Ours, have you?
No, not yet.
Slacking you, Craig.
I'm a shit Scouser today.
But it is unbelievable.
I was too busy getting a tan, wasn't I?
Like, even like everyone who's watched it, like, I think that Michael, he's moody, but he's not. In the film, he's moody. I just think that's literally what like they paint. Obviously, it's about drugs and stuff like that, but the film overall is like, you just think Scousers are sick after that. Anyone who watches it, like,
because we are,
like, but anyone outside of Liverpool watching City is Ours, going, wow, fucking sick, but it's mad because like even like
perception change.
There's parts filmed in Aintree, like outside the Sports Direct and that.
Sure.
Yeah, and then
Radio 5, where the thinking Paddock used to be.
You know where Hooters is? What's that big proper nice? Just you know that bar where
that shithole, the orange shithole. Sorry, say it again.
You know what's that bar opposite? Opposite that Hooters. Oh, that shithole.
Do you mean the one behind it, Marboyles?
What is it called? The big massive one. It's a proper nice restaurant.
Oh, Gaucho.
Yeah, it's filmed in it. Most of it's filmed in there. Yeah.
Really?
It's crazy. It's mad.
I'm going to watch it. I promise you I'm going to watch it tonight.
Watch it, you'll fucking love it.
You roasted me earlier for not doing it.
Fall in love with it.
So
I want to be on the next one, by the way. So Please get me on. I want to be on a TV show.
I've got something to tell you after this then.
Go on. Don't make me tingle.
What are you toasting to next? What's coming up for you?
It's quite hard that, because I don't really know where my next thing is. I just want to keep progressing in my career, just being myself and bringing my comedy into everything that I do. I don't actually know what I've got planned next. I'm sure that I feel like if I push myself into something too much, I'll start getting pissed off that it's not working or something's not going right. Obviously, I've got a lot of stuff going on in my life anyway with my son and work and stuff like that. So I've not got a lot of time. But I'd like to get my next big thing by the end of this year, hopefully. I'd like to be doing stand-up comedy. I think that's my next big thing.
There's a couple of things in the pipeline for you.
Yeah,
mate.
there is.
Yeah. Where can people find you, follow you, who don't already follow you, on social media?
So you've got me on Instagram. Is this my time to plug, is it?
This is your time, baby.
You follow me on Instagram.
Look at the little wink and that. Yeah.
Follow me on Instagram, SamTay.7. And then on TikTok, it's sam.tayy. I'm on Facebook as well, and I'm on a YouTube, but I don't post frequently on YouTube at all. There's no frequent actually in that. It's just at all. And then on Facebook, I post loads on Facebook, which actually a lot of my views come from Facebook as well. It's crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
That's still active?
Yeah, still active. All the biddies just fucking chilling on it.
So as a tradition on the show, I always get every single person to sign their question cards. If you could do that for us.
Yeah.
What type of Sharpie is this?
You've got to pull the lid off probably, like.
Yeah.
Push it down.
Oh, push it down. Look at this fancy fella.
Look at that.
Just a little signature.
Whatever you want to write on there, write whatever the fuck you want. But I just like to keep them as a little memory because I'm a hoarder. I like memories.
There we go. S. Taylor, love you, Craig.
I love you too, mate. Thank you so much for coming on.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
I really appreciate you as a person, and I'm glad that we've seen the other side. Yeah,
I made up that you've got that side out of me. It's you smashed it. We're gonna smash it as well.
We are gonna smash it.
Yeah.
We've got something coming up soon, and anyway, SamTay, everyone.
Thank you.